All right, guys, thanks for visiting the channel. This is kind of a new one for me. I've wanted to try something like this out before. So what I ended up getting for this build that I'm doing is ToneShaper's solderless 500K pots. And I have a few ideas, and I figured, you know what, I haven't seen anything about these. So let's take a look. I've been on the hunt to find some things that can make the inside of my cavity look just more professional and make it look like a lot of time was put into everything that goes underneath the hood. I can't recall how I got on the subject of these, but I ended up finding these online, and it looks like there's some instructions. Full disclosure, I purchased these. This was all me. So let's dive into what's in the box and then maybe start putting the circuit together. Let's open this bad boy up. There should be two identical 500K pots because I'll be using Railhammer Nuevo 90s. All right, so what we have here is the terminals, the three terminals it looks like, 1, 2, and 3, and then a ground. This is what really caught my attention, was this ground portion. That really, I don't know. I think it looks pretty sweet. But this looks like a pretty good, sleek layout. Solid shaft. The pot seems to, it seems to me they probably greased it up just a little bit beforehand. Put a little contact spray in there. Feels wonderful. So it comes with, I've ordered 2 of those, and I'll have a link in the description of the video where I found these things. All right, so we have some instructions. Okay, so they must have a switch too. I didn't see that. That's pretty rad. So it looks like the instructions are almost more for the 5-way switch. I say great job. A+, guys. I've mentioned this to a few techs, and I get the same response for people that have been building guitars for a long time, or repairing them for that matter, that this whole system is just one more thing that could go wrong. Maybe that's true. However, I don't know. If everything is pretty solid, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And you can make things look really tight and really neat and, dare I say, futuristic, but still utilizing the technology that we know and love, which are these pots. So I'm excited. I think these are sweet, but there's only one way to find out. All right, so here's the Bitterroot switch. What I ended up doing was just making kind of my own custom cable with just some bare wire and heat shrink tubing, and then you kind of can make your own custom little thing here. As for instance, I have a little wire break there that I can go straight into the ground, and then I'm going to take a direct right angle into the correct spot that the volume has to go into, and now you've got yourself a nice little custom cable, and it's ran kind of pretty sweet. Just to let you know, the screwdriver that does come with this is perfect for these little screws, but I would use a slightly bigger screwdriver when you're dealing with the ground screws. Those screws are just bigger than what the small one does. So I have an extra little screwdriver handy, number one. The only thing I would say is that I would, for these ground squares, have circles on the opposite sides as well. That way, you can put wires straight through any 4 corners, would be my suggestion. That's the only thing I'd say I would do differently. All right, so it's all installed, all ready to go. Really happy with the way this looks and the way it functions. It looks fantastic. Just panning over this right here, you can see that it's just kind of a neat little thing. It's, I don't know, for me it tidies it up a little bit, makes it look a little more high-tech, but again, using that technology that we know and love, the actual pots. So let's hear what it sounds like. Bridge. Middle. middle. Bridge. So there you have it. It sounds great. It works just the way it's supposed to. The next build, I'm going to try the pots in conjunction with the switch just to see the system all come together. But I really like it. If something ever changes, subscribe to the channel. We'll always update it and say this thing is, 6 months down the road and it still kicks butt, or it just stopped working for some reason. So we'll have some kind of update into the future. Other than that, thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time. I love it.